Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I am the proud owner of this 1990 John Deere 318, and for a 34-year-old garden tractor, this thing is in immaculate shape. And even though it is in great shape, there are a few things that bug me about it, one of them being this crack in the dash panel. Today, we are going to take care of that by swapping it out for another one. I have this John Deere 316 parts tractor with a dash panel that is in great shape. So today, I'm going to show you how to remove and replace a dash panel on a John Deere 318. Let's get to it. First step to getting the dash off is to take the steering wheel off. So we'll have to remove this center cap, and then there's a nut in there. Get that off and pull that off. Throw that on the ground, that's fine. It is a 5/16 inch nut to get that off. Some of these steering wheels can be a little stuck on there, but hopefully it'll just pull off. The steering wheel was on there a little bit. I had to get on the seat and pull up on it. I didn't want to struggle on camera, so got it loose. I didn't need any tools or anything. I just had to get some brute force on that to get that off. There's a little foam piece there. We'll keep it on there, but just if that comes off with the steering wheel, just make sure that that goes back on. The next step is we have to get this ball off of the hydraulic drive lever. It is just snapped on there. Actually, here is the knob off of the parts tractor. You can see it just has this clip inside that this is supposed to pinch onto a groove that's on the lever. So it's really just pressed in, so you pretty much just gotta pull it off. I'll show you how I do it. I actually care about this tractor, so I'm going to tape up around the base of this to make sure I don't mar it up at all. Just be careful not to actually tape the ball to the lever. That'll make it a little more difficult to get it off. I use a flare nut wrench, put it on behind the ball, and then just launch it across here. But yeah, it comes out pretty easy. The next thing we have to do is get the light switch off of here. If you pull up on this, this will differ between years, I'm sure, but there's a nut on the bottom here, so you just gotta get a wrench on there, and then the knob spins off. On the 316 parts tractor, I did take the dash off first. This was actually, let me go show you. Wanted to show you on this 316. This is a little older tractor too. The knob has a set screw on it, so you have to loosen that set screw, and then the knob still threads off. Yeah. The whole thing spinning. Anyways, that threads off once you get the set screw loose. And then this one also has a little chrome cover over the, try and get you in there. It says a little chrome cover over the nut. So that's different from at least from the 316 to the 318, but I believe it's a year thing also. All right, so back at the 318, I have the lever up. This is a very handy kit. I'll try to find something like it and post a link in the description, because these thin, small wrenches are super nice to have around. Okay, so you just have to hold that nut on there and then just spin the knob off. I'm dropping everything today. And then we'll have to get that nut off. This is a 5/8. There, you can see how broken that is now. Next we'll work on getting the PTO switch and the throttle control lever off. This just pulls off. Just easy as that. The nut on the PTO switch is also a 5/8. Alright, that should be it for the outside. Now we'll have to go in and I think there's just 2 nuts on the inside we gotta take off. Underneath the dash, it's just this nut here and this nut here. They're 3/8 inch. You just got to get those off and then the dash should come off. I'm lifting up on the dash. When I first started loosening that, it's like a speed nut. That was just spinning on the stud itself, so if I put pressure up on the dash itself, it gives something for that speed nut to bite into so it doesn't just spin. That might be something you'll have to do. Hopefully not though. Oh no. All right. I don't really care for that kind of speed nut on a plastic stud thing. I don't know, there's not really much else they could have done, but that one just snapped the plastic stud off. The dash on the parts tractor already had this snapped off too, so I'm hoping I can find a thin enough speed nut to go on there and actually have it hold. But anyways, that's all loose now, so let's take it off. It takes a little bit of finagling. This one might be easier because it's broken, but you just kind of got to work it through all these switches. You might have to move the hydraulic lever around. Oh. This plastic stud is holding up on the warning light cluster here. There we go. Yeah, then you just gotta kind of finagle it around all these levers, and just like that. I just wanted to show the differences between these two dashes. So this one is from a 1984 316 with the Onan, and this is from my 1990 318. I would imagine they changed some of the stuff. It must have been in 89 or 90 that they added the stop symbol there. They have a turtle, and then the rabbit up here, which this one doesn't have. And I believe that's the only difference. Is otherwise it looks like everything is all in the same place. And I actually feel like I prefer this one a little bit better. It's a little cleaner without the extra things here, and I don't like the red stop sign. So I'm actually happy to go with this older style. Let me bring you to the parts tractors, and I'll show you why I think it was 89 or 90 that they switched. First off, this is my 1992. I'll put it on here, 1992, and it is a 322. That has the stop and all the extra turtles and bunnies. This parts tractor is a 1988. You can check my serial number there if you want. This one does not have the stop or the extras. And then also this 1987 there has just the neutral and the cleaner look too. So at least up till 88 they still had this style dash. Just a reference if anybody needs to know what, if you want the exact same dash, you'll just have to know what year you're looking to get it from. But you can see the one off the 318 is definitely cleaner. So let's get this older one cleaned up and put it on. Got them out in the sun here. You can see the drastic difference of how clean that came out. I just used a Spit and Shine all-purpose cleaner and a Meguiar's Hot Shine tire spray. Just make sure if you use a tire spray on this that you spray the tire spray onto a cloth and then wipe it on so it doesn't get too wet. You'll just get a more natural shine to it like that. There you go. I also cleaned up the under the dash part here, and I have a ton of LED lights here, so I decided to just swap out the warning lights for LEDs here. Now I should be able to just throw the new used dash back on. So here we go. I was going to show you guys that this plastic stud had broken off. The one from this tractor did the same thing, so those just get brittle over time, so you can kind of expect that to happen. Hopefully it doesn't, but it's always a chance. I apologize if you can hear any talking in the background. My neighbors are being extremely loud. As you can see, there was a lot to get lined up there. You got to get this switch in there while holding the screen for the warning lights in there. But it's not too bad. Once you get it all lined up, it'll just slide on. Right, so then you just got to start putting the levers back on. And by levers, I just mean nuts and caps. And then the last step is to just put the 2 nuts on the inside here. Of course, I only have the one right now. I will go to a hardware store, or I will check the hardware bins at work and see if I can find a little smaller or a little thinner speed nut to catch the other stud. I will update that on this video if I find it. Obviously, if you don't see me putting another speed nut on, then I didn't find it. And of course, being with a plastic stud, make sure you don't tighten that too tight because that'll strip out really easily. Otherwise, that is all done. All nice and fresh. And you can see if I turn the switch on, the lights come on super bright. And you can see the LEDs in there. That's kind of weird, but that's okay. And I did check the PTO to make sure that light came on too. I don't want to turn that on again though, so there's that. Let's get the steering wheel on and that'll be it. I'm going to add a little anti-seize just to the splines of, I suppose you could get it on the threads too. If you want to just anti-seize that so that comes off. If it's ever going to come off again, it'll come off nice and easy. And then I'll position it so the knob is on the bottom when the wheels are straight. Just got to line up those splines and that'll slide right on there. And then put the nut back on. Hold the steering wheel while you're tightening. And snug it down. All right, now center cap on the steering wheel, and that is all done. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. If you want to see more content like this, I have tons more planned to do with these tractors, so please hit that subscribe button. If you have any questions on any of the products I've used in this video or any of the tools that I use, there's a lot of stuff linked in the description, so please check it out. Thank you so much. Okay, guess we get to wrestle this one too.